According to the Anxiety Depression Association, over 40 million people in the USA have been suffering from anxiety and stress, and the CDC states that 4 million kids have been diagnosed with anxiety and stress. And if you think about that, that's a lot of people. You might be one of them too. When you hear the word anxiety, what do you think of? Maybe fear or worry. Anxiety is more than just that. You might be thinking, Kimberly, anxiety is fear. What do you mean? What is anxiety? Anxiety is an intense and excessive worry about everyday situations. For example, anxiety can occur when you are thinking about something bad that happened in the past, or maybe just even a test. Anxiety is also a common disorder. What causes stress and anxiety? It can be caused by many things like losing a loved one, a big math test, adapting to new change, or family problems. It can also be caused by thinking too extra. For example, thinking, when will it stop, or how am I going to live with this, can also trigger stress. Did you know that anyone can have stress or anxiety? You might be thinking, Kimberly, have you ever had anxiety or panic attack? Well, I have. One time, my teacher told us that we were having a simple math test. My parents think that every test is a big deal. So when I went to tell them about my test, you should have seen their faces. They started to talk about how I needed to study more and that I wouldn't be able to get my phone until I finished studying. As my parents talked about the test, I started to fidget with my fingers under the table. When my dad started to lecture me about the test, that's when my fears grew bigger. I was getting this odd feeling in my body, almost like there were butterflies in my stomach. Then I decided to go in my room with my mom. When I got to my room, I sat on the floor and tucked in like a ball. When my mom saw me, she just thought I was tired. While she was looking through my notes, I began to cry. Then she asked me, Kimberly, what's wrong? Why are you sad? So I said, no, I'm not fine, Mom. I'm stressed out. Then what she told me she was doing for me was just the best for me. My crying started to get louder to the point that I started shaking uncontrollably. When my mom saw me, she jumped into action. She dropped my notes on the floor and grabbed me to hug me. In that moment, I felt weak, and I felt so numb that I couldn't feel my face. When my mom hugged me, I cried so hard it was almost impossible to breathe. Then, I finally stopped crying. None of my friends knew about this moment, not even my sister or my dad. Anxiety can lead to many things, but what does it lead to? Anxiety can lead to depression, health problems, suicide, and weakness to learn. It can also impact your relationship with someone, your self-confidence, and the ability to do tasks in school. Now, parents, you might have stress or anxiety because of bills, taxes, or maybe just a little one. But think of this. You're not the only one who has stress or anxiety. Your kids have it too. How can you tell if your child has stress or anxiety? Well, here are a few symptoms. Breathing rapidly, sweating, trembling, or feeling weak or tired. But don't worry, here are some tips on how you can help them. According to the website, Coping Skills for Kids, here are a few things you can do to distress. Number 1, coloring and drawing. Studies show that you can calm down faster just by coloring or drawing. Crazy, right? Tip 2, exercise. Exercising can help you by keeping you focused on something else, like your increasing heartbeat while you exercise. That way, you can calm down faster. You might want to take a shower after. Tip 3, chew some gum. My mom personally uses this strategy. She says that the flavor of the gum will help distract your mind from your worries. And lastly, tip 4 is something I personally use to calm down is by drinking a glass of really cold water when I'm stressed. Research shows that if you drink a glass of cold water when you're stressed, it'll help cool down your throat and your chest. It'll help calm you down faster. Think of this. Anxiety is normal. If you feel comfortable talking to someone, reach out to them. It might be your siblings or your parents. Remember, it's always important to speak up for yourself and ask for help when you need it.